Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user MPH and he's driving in the Batchat 25 ton on a standard battle on winter. Himmelsdorf Batchat is obviously the tier 10 medium tank for the French, the one with the very nice speed, maneuverability, the awful armor and the fantastic gun. Has that 5-shot auto-loader. If we take a look at the hard stats, 390 average damage, 259 millimeters of penetration. This gun is capable of wrecking somebody's day, just like that E75 wrecked that T92's day. No idea why the T92 was making a cross there, when he doesn't have any other support that has been noted so far. And there may have been some fast tanks crossed early on, but MPH probably would have spotted those. So I was a little bit confused as to why the T92 was making that journey to the A1 and 2 position when he didn't have any support. A little bit unusual. So this replay is going to be a little bit slow to get started, but MPH plays a fantastic calculated game throughout this entire replay. And really, if you want to learn how to play the Batchat tactically, or really any high tier medium tank, tier 8, 9 or 10 medium tank when you're top tier, and you want to learn how to play it tactically, then this is the way to do it. Plans out every maneuver before doing it, and has a reason for everything, although it may not be apparent to begin with. Just pokes himself out to see if he can see anybody poking around the corner, but again, it looks like nobody else has really headed over to this flank for the enemy team. While the Allies have committed quite a large force here, that does mean that the centre road is going to be a little bit unprotected. They look a little bit even on the hill, so you can kind of forget about that for the time being. MPH spots out a Bulldog and takes out a Bulldog for a very early kill. Excuse me. He's going to have a look around to see if he can find anybody else. Still got 4 shots in that auto-loader, which means he's got plenty of damage waiting to go. There is a mouse heading around the corner. He has a shot at the E100. So MPH going to use the speed of the Batchat to get around. Unfortunately, just gets a crit on the side of the mouse. Even the side armor of the mouse more than a match for the APCR ammunition of the Batchat. Going to use this opportunity to get into cover. Takes a hit from the Object 704. And that was a fantastic piece of luck there for that to get eaten up and absorbed by the tracks of the Batchat. There's no way he can really assault into the front of a mouse and an Object 704. So he's going to head up to the A line and maybe flank around with the WZ-132. Although you can see that there is an E100 just hoved into view there. So he's going to sort of just dally around here for a moment, give the E100 just enough rope to hang himself. Going to wait till he gets a little bit further out and starts dueling with their E100. Backs himself out so that if he needs to drive forward, he's got the full speed of this tank going forwards to do it with. But finds a Waffenträger E100 instead, gets one good hit, gets another. The Waffenträger needs to start paying attention, because he's going to get absolutely wrecked here if he's not careful. Fantastic shot to take out his track. One more is all he needs, and he gets it. 2,000 damage onto the Waffenträger E100. And that was a stroke of luck, but even if it hadn't been the Waffenträger, he probably would have done exactly the same thing to the E100. Like I said, he loitered around the top of the train yard here just long enough to allow the E100 to get all the way down the road and engage with their E100. And then he would have popped out and put all the shots through his side. As it is, the fight on this left-hand flank isn't going well. It looks like a lot of the forces from the middle of the map have transitioned to this side. MPH has decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and he's going to GTFO. Although he does find a mouse. Flat on side armor. No match for the penetration of the Batchat, and those 2 shots quickly finish him off. So although he was wanting to make a transition to the south of the map, he's realised that he could take out the mouse, so his D2 was to do that. Moves further down, starts a reload now. Needs to get himself back into the fog of war, which is where these fast mediums really excel. If you can attack and assault from a surprise position, and generally catch someone off guard. As you see, again, he's allowing the enemy E100 to come forward and start engaging with some of his allies before he makes a move. He's got a little bit of time before his gun is reloaded. Should be just enough time to get around this corner. Should have the rear of the E100 now. He has indeed. Gets one good hit. Gets a second on his track to take him out. Does take a hit, but it's going to be... Oh, there we go. The E100 fires and plants it into the dirt, which means that MPH can just take his time now. Can he get the kill? Not quite, but he does get a huge bit of damage onto him. 2,018 damage onto that E100. And that is thanks to the fact that he just allowed him the time to move down the street and engage some of his allies. And then he was able to come around and completely finish him off, rather than just getting a little bit of damage, which is maybe what would have happened if he just assaulted right from the start. Going to come forward and maybe try and help out the Centurion Action X here. But he is fighting with the 215B. 215B takes him out, and MPH's gun isn't quite reloaded yet. He hasn't been spotted, so nobody knows that he's here. Well, that FV is down the road just a little bit, so MPH decides to back off. Last few tanks that have been spotted were all on the hill. That does give him just a little bit of breathing room, although we're not sure how long it's been since those guys were spotted, so they could have come down off the hill. There we go, there is the enemy Centurion AX. Not sure that he spotted out MPH there, as his sixth sense didn't go off. He decides to spin back around, hoping that the Centurion will link up with the FV215. Both of them on reasonably low health, so MPH may be able to just clip both of them down here. Hoping that the Action X is maybe coming along the road, finds the T-49. T-49 finds him as well, so he's been spotted, so the enemy knows that this is the maneuver he's going to be making. So he starts to back off towards the T-49, maybe to try and get the T-49 to run away. Backs off just far enough until he's definitely fallen back into the fog of war, and then decides to come forwards, because hopefully that Centurion and the 215B will be rushing along this way and he can catch them out in the open. Nobody's spotted yet. There we go. Finds the M48 Patton out in the open. Takes a miss from the Patton, and the 215 bounces. Gets alongside the Patton, eliminates him. One more shot to take out the 215. Doesn't quite get the reload on him, as the 215 reloads very, very quickly, but he is able to eliminate him. Takes a little bit of damage. Centurion was attempting to flank around behind MPH there. Well, it looks like he gets away clean. Centurion still trying to follow him, but he is reloading this gun. He's going to try and allow the AT-15 some shots on him. AT-15 is coming forward. The Centurion comes around the corner. Hopefully the AT-15 can just get some good damage onto him. MPH doing the smart thing of now flanking around the Centurion Action X. The Hunter becomes the hunted, but there we go. The AT-15 eliminates the AX. Probably tracked him out in the open and just pounded him down. And now that just leaves the T-49 all on their own. Going to be a case of hunting him down and finishing him off. Looks like the T-49 is scouting around, maybe trying to find the allied artillery. And this is just going to be a case of who's got the faster tank. Looks like he's gone through the base now. Probably heading up towards the hill. So because of that, MPH decides to head up the banana line. I'm going to try and head him off. There isn't really much you can do on the hill as long as the AT-15 covers that area, so that if he decides to turn around and head back down, he can finish him off. And MPH going to try and flank around him and catch him. There we go. He has caught him. Gets a great hit on him. The T-49 comes in for the ram, gets himself killed, and that is GG and the victory. So absolutely awesome game played there by MPH, picking himself up 6,000 points of damage, 6 kills, a well-deserved Top Gun medal, and a well-deserved victory. So awesome replay from you there, showing your calculated play in the Bat Chat 25. Thank you very much for sending that replay in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Maxwell. This has been a World of Tanks replay, and I will catch you guys next time.